So I've complained about the Gran Turismo penalty system in the past before, about how it doesn't seem to dole out fair penalties, especially with contact, where you can be, for instance, hit up the rear, received a penalty, or or have your sportsmanship rating go down for it when it's really not your fault. Just did one of the daily races on Daily Race A. I'm not a big fan of that because it's a one make series, but I just thought I'd have one quick blast at it, and I had this. Now obviously I'm supposed, I'm always open to debate as to whether I was in the right or in the wrong, but in this case I'll show you a couple of shots, different angles on it, and obviously make up your mind whether you think the penalty was fair. So we're at the start, we're in the new Datsuns that was in the recent update. I'm going to start with the on-ball shot, so you can see, bad start from the other guy, pull left, so my wheel is turning right at that point. The guy to my left veers across before he's even checked to see who's alongside, clips the front of my car and then continues to turn, which in turn slams him into the wall, and I get a 4-second penalty. Now I'm not sure if it was for the contact with him or whether it's because it caused me to hit the guy to my right, but either way, at that time I was not steering into him. I was going straight with maybe a little bit of a turn back into the right, so there was nowhere near him, but apparently that's a 4-second penalty. So we'll do it from this angle here. So this is obviously a chase camera view. So I've gone left, I'm now turning back into the right, bang, and he keeps coming across. Now I didn't impede the guy to my right that I can see. He might have grazed the wall, but this wasn't my fault. I did nothing wrong. And the guy, as I say, the guy I was overtaking, because this is a stationary start, you have to hold your brake in and then let it go as soon as the lights change to go out completely. I don't change to green on this, and he obviously timed that wrong, so I got a better start than him. Understandable, but we'll see. I think I did one more view. This is just from the nose cam, so you can see he got a bad start. I'm coming alongside, bang. But it's the fact that he keeps the turning in. That is what I just don't get. As you can see, the guy to my right is still ahead of me, so I didn't impede him. I may have had contact with him, but it wasn't me that caused the contact. So I don't know. I'm still a bit up in the air as to how they work these penalty systems out. I'd be honest with you, I was a bit annoyed at the time, so I didn't check to see whether the guy behind got any penalty. What I will say is, started 6th in this race, ended up finishing 5th after quite a few little errors here and there. I had to burn off a 4-second penalty and fight my way back. I ended up, I think, dropping down to about 8th or 9th while I burnt the penalty off. The guy who actually caused that crash, he ends up finishing directly on the track behind me, was about 5 seconds or so behind, but his lap times weren't exactly setting the world on fire either. So I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that's my opinion. I feel that was an unjust penalty. Let's see what anyone else thinks. Well, thanks for that, and on to the next one.